I'm Josh at Huify. In this video, we're going to talk about stages in the HubSpot CRM, both how they are used and what they're used for. Now let's talk about editing deal stages inside the CRM. You can see right now that I have my weighted total of projected revenue for this month. And then I also have deals at each given stage with their probability of closing. So let's go ahead and navigate over to the Deals tab, where we can see all of them both in a table view and in a board view. And we can do the exact same thing that we talked about with the tasks, where we can move these along as they move along manually like that, or we can always select them and check off in this nice little cool view over here where they are in the process. So we'll go back and let's talk about editing these deal stages. So let's say right now we have appointments scheduled, qualified to buy, presentation scheduled, blah, blah, blah. So let's say we want to change one of these. Either we want to change the name of this given one. So let's change appointment scheduled. So to do that, we are going to go over here. You'll see this nice little toggle and it'll say edit deal stage all the way on the right. So we're going to click on that. And we can go inside here and change the name. So we're going to put connect call complete. So connect call complete. So that's going to be the new name for this. And you'll see a nice little pop out that'll say that we actually made that change. Now for the connect calls, we may say, just because we completed a connect call does not mean that this account is going to close at a 20% close rate. So we're actually going to bump that down to 10%. This will change our overall weighted percentage of deals closed, because again, we are multiplying the probability that deal is going to close by the deal value, and that's how we create a weighted pipeline for our CRM. So over time, you're going to be changing these. You may come in from a different CRM where you already have some good projections, or you might be starting completely from scratch. But either way, you can see how easy it is to move all these around, change their probabilities, and even rename them. So you can see here that if you decided to reorder, let's say you decided that we needed someone to be bought in before we do a presentation, I can change that here. And of course, I can easily change it back at any given time. Great, so we've gone through all of these, but let's say you're like, wait, there's a few steps that are missing. Don't worry, we're here to help. So we can add any stage at the bottom here, and we'll add a new label for it. So we'll say missing step, or we'll call it missing stage to keep everything consistent. And we will give it a 50%. And we'll say this is the missing stage, right? Okay, so we'll add that here. Let's say this is like a limbo stage in logging people in the CRM. We can put that anywhere we want. It would make the most sense to put it right where a 50% percentage would be, but of course that's all to your discretion on how you organize this. Now you may say, that's great, Josh, but I really don't want a missing stage in the middle of my CRM, or there's a couple of these stages we just don't agree with. You can just take that stage and drag it here anytime and delete it and completely remove it from your CRM. That is how you edit stages inside the HubSpot CRM. All right, now you should have a good comprehension on stages and how you can apply it to your sales process. Be sure to check out the other tutorials on the HubSpot CRM down below, and follow us on Twitter at Team Huify so we can answer any questions you might have and continue this conversation.